G'day and welcome back to Beaver Creek. We are finally back here on Beaver Creek and we are straight into our sugarcane harvesting. As you can see, we've already brought all our equipment up here and we've got a hired hand running our harvester, and we're just using the sugarcane trailers and we're going to help him along. So yeah, we're getting into it. So this is what we've been waiting for such a long time. This is the first time we've actually done any sugarcane harvesting and recorded it. We have done a little bit of this in previous maps on in solo play, but certainly this is the first time that I've done any harvesting of sugarcane on any of our videos. So yeah, we're going to share this. Now what we are doing, we're not using courseplay. Now the reason being is and just bear with me as I just try and sort of line this up again because it does get a bit finicky. Running the course play with sugarcane, I've had some difficulties with the later version of course play doing that. I think it's more a user related problem, but using the hired helper, so just the standard in-game hired helper, generally works okay most of the time. So as long as you line yourself up okay, we're good to go. So as you can see, I've just come in there and lined myself up, and he automatically picks up the correct trailer, and we're good to go. I'm just going to speed up and just make sure he goes in the middle of that trailer. So yeah, so basically that's all we do. We just come alongside here. He'll run up and down his aisles or his runs, and he'll detect when the trailer is within range, and then he'll offload into that and just continue on. So we just set ourselves a nice 9 kilometers an hour speed. And that's how we get it harvested. So it's nice and simple, really. Then we've got to work out how we're going to get rid of it. Now, the easiest way to get rid of it is actually to go and buy 2 of the bigger sugarcane harvesting trailers, which I may well do yet because it just makes it a little bit easier to manage instead of trying to go off and offload all of these. So we'll decide what we're going to do as we're sort of playing it ad hoc today. But yeah, so it's been a long while since we're on Beaver Creek. Few things have happened. We did a little bit of stuff off camera. We've got most of our fields are all ready to go. They're mainly all. I think we've seeded all the fields now. So it's all good to go. It's only this field that we have to fix up after we've done the harvesting, but because this is an auto renewing crop, that shouldn't be too much of an issue either. Right, he's going to go off and get himself all lined up again, so we'll do the same thing. Now I do apologise, I'm recording this a little bit ad hoc. I wasn't planning on recording on the particular time. I'm recording this one now, and so I haven't got the steering wheel out, so we're doing it all by keyboard, and I've just muffed that turn up, so I'm going to go back down here. Yeah, so I do apologise for that. It's been a busy week or two doing a lot of administration type stuff for the volunteer working that I do, and I just haven't had a chance to make the room on the desk at the moment for the steering wheel. Basically shorten the tall of it. And we better make sure we're lining up, otherwise we're going to lose him. There we go. Now you can move out fairly well, a fairly good distance from this guy. He does actually can swing his arm out a fair way, but it's just a matter of fine-tuning your distance and all that, managing what works best for you, and also for however you're managing to run the harvester. If you're running it as a multiplayer, then obviously it's fairly simple. Like I said, course play does work. It's just not been working as well as I remembered it working when this first came out, or when the course play was first updated for sugarcane and when this first came out. So I just got to spend a bit more time playing it because we haven't done it that much, and I think that's mainly the main problem of it. Alright, so as you can see, we transported our combine up here on the truck and trailer there. so that wasn't a problem, and we brought this up from the farm, so we're all good, all good. Get to the end of this run, should almost fill us. I think we'll have to start the run. Yeah, we'll have to start the next run as well. And he's not happy. We lost him there right at the end. So we'll go back and see if we can get him to finish off. Case is having a little bit of trouble with this load. It's a fairly big load for this tractor, but I'm sure we'll manage okay in the end. That's how finicky he can be. So he had nothing there to offload, but he just wanted to make sure we were there before he actually did his final turn and set himself up ready for the next run. So again, we'll line ourselves up. He'll get himself nice and happy there. And off we go. And quick as a flash, we'll be at 100%. Very close to now. There we go. So 112,000 litres of sugarcane, or kilos. So now we've got to decide how we're going to do this. Now I think the best way to do that, if we go to the store, we've got $219,000 in cash. I'm thinking that our best bet might be to buy the two of these. So the idea is getting the large trailer and the secondary sugarcane trailer, and then attaching those together. So that's what we're going to do. So that'll wipe out our cash, but that's okay. So we are going to go with what colour is our truck? Let's have a quick look. Sorry. Got the orange one? No, we got the green one. So let's go in there. We'll select this. We'll select our green. So we'll go green. Actually, we'll just go black, grey rim. So we'll buy that one. Now we've also got some other stuff at the store we've got to pick up as well. So I've already got one of those. Where's that? Oh, it's down at the wood area, I think. The timber area. All right. It was, because I used to use that for the forage harvesting. So what we'll do is we'll grab our truck. Now I think I've got a trailer hitch on the back of this one. Yes, so I can go and just, in fact we'll just go straight to the shop and pick it up. So we'll go over through here and we'll head on down to the shop and pick it up. So I hope everyone is doing really well. So today is actually the 27th of September, and today we've had a new drop of Farming Simulator 19 information. They've dropped a new video, and the interesting part with this video is it showcased the usage of lime, which is a very interesting addition to the game. Now, for those of you that haven't heard anything about the lime or what it is, it's basically to replace the need for ploughing. So in effect, after the first harvest, instead of going through and having to re-plough your fields, you can actually just apply lime, and that will provide you with your 10% yield boost instead of actually ploughing the fields. Now, whether or not you still need to, in the game mechanics, actually plough after the three cycles, unless you obviously disable that, I'm not too sure. We won't probably know that till a little bit later on, or actually once the game releases. But yeah, so the information is that the lime is there to replace the use of ploughing after you do your first harvest. So more interesting gameplay. It also showcased off the usage of herbicides and that for the weeds, which is another interesting part, an extra part of the gameplay immersion that we're going to have. And it also showed a new thing that's going to be in the game by default, which is crop destruction. So that looks very good as well. So exactly how that's going to work and whether you've got the option to turn that on or off, I don't know as yet, but they showcase that. Also, they showcased the Fendt 700 Vario, which is a very nice looking tractor. They showed the basically the shop window for that in two different configurations, one with its normal tyres and one with the crop tyres on it. So it looks quite nice. So looking forward to that. So that video is available on Giant Software YouTube. It's also available in the Discord channels of both myself and also SGS Simulation. Well, as we do a bit of a burnout there and or slide out. Yes, both on the Duckzorly Discord channel and also on the Simulation Gaming Society Discord channel in the FS19 Hype channel. There's also some screenshots of the new additions and the conditions of the crops and all that sort of stuff. So head on over there and check it out and have a chat with us over there about it and see what we can come up with, and just generally talk about FS19, which is what we're doing over there. Alright, so here's our trailer. So we're going to pick this up. Now we're going to go back via the timber area and pick up our other trailer. Now, I think we've got an orange version over there, but that's okay. Colours don't really matter too much. Now, don't tend to like going in cab when I'm only using the keyboard, because it gets a bit erratic and is not so good for the viewing. But while we're just going down the straight and narrow, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, so Farming Simulator 19 news is starting to come, pardon me, thick and fast. And of course, we're under the 2 months to go now. So we're getting really excited. Well, I certainly am getting excited for what's going to come with that. It does look great. It's a great showcase with Giants putting out, I think it's 2K, or maybe even before. I'm pretty sure they're 2K videos. And it really sort of showcases it nicely. So really, really looking forward to that. And obviously, with me having a new PC and being 4K as well, I'm really looking forward to seeing that in the best way possible. So yeah, we'll certainly do our best to showcase that as well. Now, the unfortunate thing is, and including this actual video, I'm starting to experiment with trying to do 4K recorded videos. I won't be able to stream in 4K because of our video connection, internet connection. But I'm sure I should be able to produce 4K recorded videos. It'll just take longer for me to upload them. It's just a matter of working out the settings and all that sort of stuff. So it's all new to me, so I've just got to work out that, and I may have to redo our intros and things like that, because they're only done at 1080p. So bear with me, but hopefully very soon, if not by at least the time Farming Simulator 19 releases, we should be releasing our videos in 4K. That's our plan. Whether or not we get to that, I don't know, but we'll certainly give it a shot. Alright, so just down here, we'll be turning off to the right and going and collecting our other trailer. And then we can go and offload our case with the sugarcane trailers, and then we can get back to harvesting. Now, the sugarcane will just purely be a sell job. It should be just in here and there. Oh no, we did get a green one. Well, there you go. Just a slightly different tone green. All right. There we go. And off we go. So this is our combination for collecting our sugarcane, and hopefully that should work fine. So yeah, so we'll go offload that, and then we'll continue the harvest. That'll be the episode today. We'll just basically do the harvesting of the sugarcane. The offloading and selling we'll probably do in the next episode, and all that sort of stuff. So there's quite a bit of stuff we've still done in the background off camera in between our last episodes here, which seems like it's months ago. In fact, it actually technically is. We've actually installed the water trough mod add-on into this map, so all the animal pens have the water trough add-on added to it. which is great. Not that we're using the pigs and the cows at the moment, but I was just thinking just before I started the stream, and this map will probably go on for a bit longer than the rest, or at least a couple of the ones I'm looking at terminating at the moment. But I do enjoy this map, and I'm having fun here. So I'm thinking what we might do is we might start with the cows very soon. Now that will mean a few different things, but I'm thinking the cows will be at least something we bring into the game. So we'll see how that goes. Now we won't take the truck onto the field because we don't want to compress the soil. So we're just going to park him there. We'll hop out, come back over here into our case. Now I've got to... Right, it is tipped to that side. So we're going to come back around and start at the front. So with these trailers, if you haven't used these ones before, they're a manual offload. You can't just do your normal iron offload. You have to actually manually activate and tip. Now I can't remember if I had to be really close or not. So basically raise it up. In fact, let me use my I'm using the side panel so I get a much smoother movement instead of using the mouse. Okay. Move along to the next one. Oops, sorry. And offload. Now someone was saying in one of the Discord channels too, one of the things we hope that Giants have fixed is exactly what you're seeing there, is the crop going through the bottom of the trailers. It's a minor annoyance, but it's enough that it actually annoys a fair few people, and certainly it's not the best of things to see. So I certainly do hope that that's one of the things they have fixed with the new version. Offload this one now. I tell you what, it is much easier using a joystick to do this than using the mouse. It is so much smoother. So for those of you that aren't aware, I'm actually using the Logitech, or what used to be the Cytec farming simulator, big machinery or whatever they call it, a side panel, which has multiple buttons on it, and it also has a little joystick, and it works fantastically. It really does. And whoops. And I'm assuming that native support for that will be in Farming Simulator 19. You would certainly expect so, seeing as the product was designed for Farming Simulator. So I certainly hope that's the case. Alright, so that's that one unloaded. So that's our trailers fully done. And now we'll head back around. We'll turn around and we'll line back up with our combine, our sugarcane harvester, and we'll continue on. And it works just as simply as that. So as you can see, the sugarcane harvesting is not that bad. It's not that hard. Probably the only thing with the sugarcane is it takes a lot longer to come into harvest than the other crops, but that's not necessarily a bad thing either. And harvesting is a little bit more tricky, I guess. You can't just run the combine into a hopper. I do believe there was a couple of mods out there that actually had a basically had a tanker applied with the harvester. I'm not so sure whether there's any units out in the real world that actually do that, but I think just for the gaming perspective is okay. but I haven't bothered looking for those. So I'm more than happy with the two that we've got. We've got the one, this one here, the case one that comes with the what was it, the platinum pack, and I've also got a John Deere version as well. But they're the two that I've got, which is just basically a reskin of this one, as far as I'm aware. So so he just gets a little bit tricky there. He gets a little bit caught up. We'll just reset, come back round. Alright, we've misjudged, so I have to reset again. So the other things we were doing off camera is we've also done the section between, I think it's fields 8 and 9, where we had all those trees. We culled all the trees out of there, and we've used that to run our timber production facility. That meant that we're able to mow all the grass in between those fields over there without any obstacles at all. So we did mow that grass, and we've baled it all up, which you may have seen on the trip to and from the store. So we do have to go and collect all those bales as well. So that'll be the next episode. Next episode will probably be a bit more of sugarcane harvesting. I'll do a little bit of that off camera, because you don't want to be doing, you could probably fit another 6 episodes of sugarcane harvesting in at the rate it takes to do this. But I think what we'll do is the next episode we'll deal with the next episode we'll deal with the grass bales, and we'll do a bit of that, and go and check out our production facilities, and then we'll come back and possibly do a little bit more sugarcane harvesting, but probably not too much. Like I say, we'd like to get at least half of the field sort of done prior to coming back over here. So anyway, that's we're at 22 minutes now, so I don't want to sort of go too much longer. We're trying to sort of keep them down well below the 25 minutes mark if we can. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the sugarcane harvest. It is great to do something very different, which we haven't done before, and I certainly look forward to bringing you a bit more. And I'll see. I'm going to see if I can get the course play version working, if for nothing else, just to sort of demonstrate that it does work, and basically uses a bit of a mini tutorial. Whoops! I almost took out the harvester. I think that'd be beneficial, and it'd be very interesting for some to see that, I think. So yeah. Anyway, thanks very much for joining. Don't forget to go check out my good friends Grizzly Bear Sims and Eustace Pharmer, who are both members and founding members of the Simulation Gaming Society. So come and check out not only Duckzorly Gaming, but also Simulation Gaming Society on Discord. We have a lot of fun over there. It's an absolute madhouse, but you'll get used to it. And also, please don't forget to like the episode or dislike. It doesn't matter either way. I don't mind. But if you dislike it, I wouldn't mind some feedback. That's fine too. And also, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And also, if you wish to consider becoming a patron of the channel, details of that are also down below in the comments. So apart from that, no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we shall see you back here at Duckzorly Gaming very, very soon. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Bye.